Congratulations, Madam Wang, on receiving the King Charles III Coronation medals recently. Could you please describe the award ceremony on last January 25th, recently?
Thank you very much. It was a very warm ceremony, and this medal means a lot to me because Alexandra Mendez, Mrs. Alexandra Mendez, nominated me. So, and I have known her for over 30 years. It was all mostly about people who serve the community. So that made me very happy. And Mrs. Mendez has been witness to all the work that I have done in the community. And I got to meet many, many friends, all friends that I have met for a long time. It was something of a family type, you know. Everybody get together and share their experience and even exchange email in between.
Did you bring your two daughters there at the ceremony?
Yes, they are very busy, but they came and left the same day. They came with the twins girls. They were very happy.
Yeah. How do you feel about when receiving this, commemorative medal, and how your daughters feel proud about you?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially my granddaughters, very proud. You know, my daughters, they've been to many of my awards receiving, but my younger one, they were very happy. Yes, very, very proud.
Mm-hmm. Last year, we know you got the Honorary Senator O Legacy Award. So you got so many awards. How do you feel this about the recognition?
You know, I am really honored, and I am so thankful to Senator O. Somebody that I know recently, but got words of what I have done in the community and feel that I deserve to have one. He's a wonderful person. I thank him very much.
Mm-hmm. I think those awards are closely tied to your contribution to the community. So how do you, describe, how do you justify those meaningful work for the community?
Oh, service to the community, and especially to my community, is very much part of me, I started serving communities from a very young age. So when I got here, Montreal, I was happy, especially when there is a need, when there is a need where something has to be done, I'm always there.
Could you please tell us more about the community contribution those years? What kind of job you are involving for the community?
Okay, the community, I have gone through most major one, I started with the MCCUC, Montreal Chinese Community Center, United Center, and then the Chinese Community Housing Corporation, that's one of my big jobs, and then the Cultural Center, and then the Chinese Family Service, and Sino Quebec. And the Chinese hospital, I've been at the Chinese hospital as a governor in those days, director of the administration, and finally end up with the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, we know that you have 8 years or 5 years for the chair of the community center. So what did you do in that period?
You mean when you say
community center?
A community center, you mean the United Center or the Cultural Center?
Yeah, both.
Well, I started with the United Center. I was voted in by the community. And from there, every time there is a need for fundraising, I was called. So I always assess the purpose, okay, the reason. Why do we have to fundraise? I don't fundraise just to fundraise. Mm-hmm. The reason. But I can tell you, I'm so happy that in all cases, I have been able to raise whatever we needed and achieve.
Yeah, for the community, you did really a lot. We know that in the MUHC, the McGill University Health Center, the new Glen site, there is a room named after you. So tell us, how many charitable organizations are you're involving?
What I'm mentioning today are the major ones. I've been involved in many other communities. Like the MUHC, really, really have health care for all at heart. So I was voted in, by the people of Montreal, Greater Montreal, to be on the board at the MUHC. And that's how I got there. And from there, of course, lots and lots of work to be done.
Yeah. Besides the MUHC, and I know you are working for the tooth clinic.
Yes. Again, I was invited to a fundraising for the dentistry, Faculty of Dentistry, and then it came that they need a fund to buy a truck for mobile dentistry. That is, they go to people who cannot move. That is also very much at heart, and I got involved. I guess, we reached our objective, so much so I was asked by the Faculty of Dentistry, the Dean, to join the faculty, and from there, again, fundraise.
Mm-hmm. We know, the charitable work, the community involvement need a lot of foundation, especially financially. So let us know more about, your work, your business, so that, we can see clearly how your contribution to the community.
Everything started after I lost my husband. And I must mention that he is a great part of my contribution to the community. That's what I can tell you, He is a great, great part of my contribution. And from there, I not only contribute, but I give my time and energy fundraising. So that we can achieve, what is the purpose of fundraising? What is the reason? This is, for me, is very important. We have to be accountable. We fundraise for what reason, what has to be built, what has to be achieved. But I can tell you, not mostly, we have always been able to achieve, to reach our purpose. But I can tell you, I am not the only one. When I say I, it's not I. there is a team along. You were very much part of it, Yinling. From the beginning, it's a team. It's a teamwork under a leadership.
Yeah, I know. I have followed you for three galas for the Montreal McGill University House Center with the Chinese community. Let us know. Tell us any specific person or specific moment that moved you, that let you give you quite a very much impression.
Oh, a lot. It's not easy. It sounds easy. It sounds glamorous, But deep down, when you get to the work and to get to the achievement, it's a lot of heartache, headache. But, I'm happy that together we have been able to achieve. You take, for example, the Cultural Center. That was not a small job. That was not. I was chair of the fundraising, and we all worked together. If we didn't, we couldn't have built that building. And I can tell you that building belongs to all of us, the Chinese, forever and ever. Not to one person, not to one corporation, but to all of us, because all of us worked for it, contributed.
Mm-hmm. I know I met you in a lot of charitable events. I met you, and I know you donate and even you buy a lot of stuff over there because they are raising money. So what did you do for the painting, for the artwork you bought?
You know what? It's funny. I don't know if you remember, there was the Sichuan earthquake.
Yeah.
I bought a very expensive painting, and then after a few days, I was told there is a fundraising in Ottawa.
Yeah.
And I was asked to donate. And I said, okay, I want you to get that much money, okay, for your, the purpose. If you don't get that much money, I want to have it back. I'm very straightforward. With me, everything is right there.
Mm-hmm. I know,
but they did get good money.
Yeah, I know.
I
know clearly that. I know specifically it's Madame Feng Shu's painting.
Yes.
Yeah, she is a very famous painter.
Yeah.
So she donated that one to the Montreal event. So
yes.
You paid. I remember you paid
yeah.
2,000 in 2008.
3,000.
Then
something young.
Yeah,
yes.
You got the painting. Then when the Ottawa fundraising event, you donate that and raise 3,000. So one painting you raise 5,000 for the event.
Yes.
So that things happened a lot.
Yeah,
because
good.
Yeah, because I know a lot. I met you in the. I remember very, very clearly in the early days in Holiday Inn. Yeah, there was the event. You bought a painting. So that happened repeatedly. Yeah.
I love doing that when there is a purpose, a real reason, not just to fundraise, but there is a reason. I'll do my very best. Very often we raise, let's say, I want a round number, so it doesn't get to the round number. I say I will make it a round number.
Yeah. How many years have we in Canada?
I got here July 1974.
Whoa, 1974.
51 years coming. Yeah.
51 years, half century.
Yes, I grew old here. Yeah, and I love it. I love every bit of it. And I love whatever I've done.
Yeah, we know you came from Mauritius. So let us know. The Mauritius. When did your family move to Mauritius? When your ancestors?
Oh, this is another project we have to work on. My parents left Meiju long time ago, a century more, and they left. They were going to Kamsan, the gold island, South Africa, for gold.
But
they have been at sea for so long.
Gold rush era, that period.
And when they hit the land, which they didn't know it was Mauritius, they said, never mind the gold, we are going to stay here. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So that's at the end of 19th century.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yes.
Then after your ancestors settled down in Mauritius, so what kind of jobs they do?
Oh, it was not easy. Like all Chinese, when they first go to a place, it's not easy. Mm-hmm. It was not easy for my parents. Most of us settled into a dépanneur business, a small, not dépanneur like today, My parents also started having a store, around the island there were lots of stores by Chinese. I was born in a fishing village.
A
fishing village. When the weather is good, people have money,
Yeah. So when the weather is good, they went to the ocean.
They go fishing. But then what happened when the weather is not good? And they come to you, to the store, and they say, when I go fishing, I'll pay you. Yeah, it was not easy. But we did well. Otherwise my parents won't be happy with me. My parents did very well. Like nobody had a fridge. We had a fridge at home. Mm-hmm. Nobody had a car. We had. So somehow, even poor, we were okay.
Yeah, but when do you have the idea to come to Canada?
I sat on the rock, on the beach, and I look at the ocean. I see the horizon. I want to know. So when I decided early, as soon as I finished my study in Mauritius, I worked a little bit to get some money. I left. I've left Mauritius over 60 years now.
Wow, more than half century.
Yeah, over. And I went around, and I was in Hong Kong for 15 years, been working, and from there, I spread myself all over. Mm-hmm. And life has been good. Yeah.
After came to Canada, so which organization or which area you work for, your specialties?
When I get to Montreal, I have always been in Montreal. I settled down in Côte Saint-Luc, and I was a leisure lady because I started my family. So I was taking care of the little one. And it was after, but I was always involved in volunteer work, always, And before I get to the Chinese community, I was involved in other communities doing volunteer work, That's how I started. And then later on, I started with Chinatown, with NCCU United Center. I was voted in.
What kind of occasion led you to the Chinese community? Because you don't speak Mandarin, you speak Cantonese. So, what is the special occasion?
It is in me. This is very important for children nowadays. I was born out of China, but my parents did a fantastic job. Up to now, every day, I thank them. They instilled in me that I am Chinese, no matter what people say, you know. Remember, you're Chinese. Traditions wise, everything. So it stayed in me. Everybody say, it is strange. You don't speak Chinese, you don't write Chinese, you don't read Chinese, but you end up leading the Chinese community. It's because I believe in what my parents taught me. That we are important. We are important.
Yeah. Do you still remember the early years when you involved the Chinese community? How it looks like?
It was so different. That was something that motivated me to join the community service. You know, when I just got here from Hong Kong. And you know the life in Hong Kong. I was a businesswoman. Life was great. But when I got here, I saw, you know, the community. I see the old people who started things. I take my hat off them. They build MCCUC, you know. I said, I think I should give a hand.
Do you still remember the first event you joined the Chinese community? Is when and what kind of event?
Actually, I was very low-key being president of Liming Association, the Chinese Mauritian Association. And then I started meeting friends, and I really started moving into the Chinese community through the family services. They were doing I saw the work they were doing for those who need, you know.
That's the early 2000.
Yes.
The new century begins.
Yes.
The Chinese community begin to, you know, to build the community center. Begin to do a lot of cultural jobs.
Yes. It was so different. I can say today in my retirement, I'm so very happy that we have done so much, the progress, you know, in Montreal. And there is still a lot to be done, and I hope that we keep on building.
How many major achievements during you cherish, during you table the chair of the MU, the Montreal Culture, Chinese Culture Center? How many projects you have done?
Oh, you know, the Montreal Chinese Cultural Center. First, it was not easy. In the project, I was approached. The way it was put to me, Pierrette, the Chinese community has been dreaming of having a cultural center for over 25 years. So I want you to join us to build one. I didn't blink my eye. I said yes, I would join. And so that's how it happened. And I ended up being the chairman of the fundraising campaign. In some years, I remember 2002 we started, and by 2005 we had built a cultural center, beautiful one. And we have done a lot. You know, I remember we had cultural events with 40 cultural events in 1 year with other communities in those days. You know, we tried, we did very well. But then in those days, the city didn't allow us to rent to make some extra money. As you know.
Yeah. Besides the Chinese community, any other, besides the Chinese community, Mauritius community, any other event, any other? I know, for example, the Diving Canada. You
yes,
go to for the
I am so proud of it. You remember I presented the medals, and the one who ended up getting the silver, he ended up getting the gold in Paris. I was so happy, so happy. Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I said, besides the Chinese community, Mauritius community, and the other event, yeah. Do you still remember?
I do. I've been with the Italian community. I've been like dans la rue. I've been with the Jewish community. I've been around, but never involved to the extent I am involved with the Chinese community.
Do you try to learn Mandarin?
I know you are going. You know what happened? I speak Hakka at home, and when I got to Hong Kong, I learned Cantonese. So I am fluent in Cantonese. And then came Mandarin. I am the type who is shy. Maybe people won't believe it. If I cannot speak it perfect, I won't speak. I do understand a lot, and I can, if I need to, I can speak.
Yeah. So how do you see the Chinese community across Canada, especially Montreal? So what do you see the community? How do you think about the community?
Well, I think we have done very well. From the time our ancestors come here, which was not easy, to now, I am very, very proud of us. We have made so much progress in spite of all difficulties. We keep on smiling, and we keep on going, and we keep on achieving. Yeah.
Yeah. So for the Kingsley medal, let the people see it clearly. Yeah, let us know it's a Charles King Charles III's picture with the crown.
Yes.
And the other side is the royal. Yeah. Royal logo.
Yes.
Yeah, very, very, very interesting, very meaningful. Yeah.
Very meaningful, and especially I'm retired 5 years already. Still think of me, of what I've done. Now, this award is especially for those who have contributed to the welfare of Canada, Quebec, like I am in Quebec, contribution to make life better for all.
What about your retired life? When you retire, after you retire, what did you do?
Wonderful. Oh, absolutely wonderful. I spend a lot of time with my children and enjoy my grandchildren, teach them what my mother taught me and about our origin, travel. I love traveling, yeah.
How many countries have you been traveling?
Maybe if you ask me how many countries you haven't visited,
Let us know how many you have been not visited.
You know, very, very few. You know, I've been traveling since I was 15 years old. Yeah.
Have you been to mainland China?
Yes, I love it. I want to go next year.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope you can go with me because I'm going to trace my route. Where my mom's house was, where they took. For me, it's very important, you know, when they left, because they left. My mom went back. I took my mom back to China, but my dad never.
Which province?
Meizhou, Neizhou.
Meizhou.
Yeah.
Meizhou, that's in Fujian province.
Yeah. I really want to trace my route for my next generation.
Yeah, it's very important to let the children, the grandchildren, to know where we came from, our roots.
Yeah. Absolutely. They are learning Mandarin. I feel embarrassed. They are learning Mandarin right now.
the little
big
girls,
one, they are teenagers now. Can you believe that?
Mm-hmm.
They are learning. They go to University of Connecticut. They learn Mandarin. Intensive.
Yeah. So especially the children born in Canada out of China, it's better to let them know, learn some Chinese.
Oh, they have to know, you know. It is our duty to make sure. That's why I really want to have that video made, trace my route back, and all the way to Mauritius, all the way to Canada.
Mm-hmm. Did you develop a project or something to give them a clear route?
Oh yeah, I gathered pictures from when I was little. Not too many. I have only 2 pictures. In those days, we didn't have the facility. I have only 2 pictures of my past, which make me very sad. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember a few years ago we went to China for the contemporary Norman Basilian project. So we traveled to Shanxi province.
Yes,
you
we
still
went.
Remember? Yeah.
You know, those hospitals, some of them are still in touch with me. You know, yeah. Oh, you remember the Dr. Lin? We had a big party over there with Banque Nationale. He was about to come, but then he got an offer. They have a brand new hospital for the heart. Nice one. He is doing very well there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So to summarize, the work you have did for the community, for the Chinese community in Montreal. So, what is your overall feeling?
Personally, I have no regrets. There has been a lot of ups and downs, but I'm very happy I did it. And I'm very happy that the community get to enjoy, you know, whatever we have done. For example, the cultural center, you know, it was not easy. We all built it together. And I tell you, I make sure that it stays with us. And I will make sure as long as I breathe that it stays for the community.
Mm-hmm. For the new Chinese immigration, what advice you have for them, you know, to survive, to develop, to contribute in the new country?
It is important. They are the lucky one, I should say, you know. Unlike when I just came here, everything has to be done. Now quite a bit has been done, and of course we have to work. We have to feed our family for our own welfare. But if it is possible, just for a tiny little bit of time, you know, for the community, so that as a whole we stand, you know, because divided we fall.
Yeah, it is very important, you know, for a person, if you want to involve the public affairs, it's better to, like you said, to spend a little time for the public affairs, for the community affairs. From there, you can, you know, you can gain experience, start your journey.
You expand your network. One thing, you know, by going, you go for a bite, for a dinner, or there is an event, you at Place des Arts, you get to know and meet people and be with your community. Yes, yes. Every community has such thing. So we got to grow our own stronger.
Mm-hmm. For the young generations, you know, what do you want to say for the young generations?
Oh, they are smart. They are smart. They are mostly professional, and which is great, you know. The forefathers worked so hard for results like this, you know. Now we have well-known lawyers, well-known accountants, you know, wherever, whatever department they are there. So that's a big progress. But then, you know, one thing I find very heartwarming personally, many young people the last couple of years would call me, or they meet me in the street, I don't even know them, and they would say thank you to me. I say, what for, you know? They say, thank you for paving the way for us. That's more than award, more than anything. Yes.
Yeah. It's an example. It's
yes.
a model, a role model for
yes.
the young generation.
It is amazing. I'm telling you, so many. And they would ask me, would you have time for dinner? Would you have time for lunch? And I always make sure I have time.
Yeah. As one of the community leaders, you really did a lot to the Montreal Chinese community. So how do you describe, or how do you hope the Montreal Chinese, what is the future of the Montreal Chinese community? Yeah, in your mind.
Well, I do hope that they'll do better and better in spite of any difficulty. Difficulty we will meet. Mistake we will make, you know, but think about it and then put it to the back.
Mm-hmm.
Move on.
We strive.
Yeah. Be resilient. Keep on going, you know. As long as you haven't done anything wrong, don't be afraid. Forge ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. We know you have two beautiful daughters. So they did very good in the States.
Yes.
So yeah.
I sent them to study. I wanted them back here to support me, you know. And even now, I keep on talking to them. It's time that you start thinking about community now. You know, you spend your time to build your career. I understand that. You're doing very, very well. So now it's time to think about community. They smile.
They are very, very smart. I think I see. I saw Jennifer and in the in the ceremony when the MUHC, the Mercury
Yes.
Health Center, named the room after you. I think I saw that you are beautiful young ladies.
Yes, they are always with me, you know. They always support me. They always support me.
How do they see your community involvement?
They love it. They are proud of me, they say. Yes.
Yeah. Financially, did they support you or?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. You know what? I give my last penny to the community, you know, building the cultural center. I think by nature I'm a generous person, you know. When there is a need, I am very willing to help. And now it's them helping me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are wonderful.
They know you love the community job. They know you love the community, so that's why whatever you do, you know, what kind of support that you do for the community, they support you.
Yeah, they say, well, for now you do it. Oh, I say, okay, later you do it.
Yeah, it's thank you so much for for receiving our interview. You did really a very, very fantastic job for the community, contributed a lot for the community. Yeah. What else do you think you want to tell to the readers, to the people watching the interview, watching the live stream? What else do you want to say?
Well, you know, I'm not smarter than them, but, you know, I would say that together we thrive. We got to stay together as a community. We will make mistakes. We will have problems, but together everything is possible.
Yeah, we will achieve what we want.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
My
Thank you.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.